How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your host, Rising Oblivion. Today, guys, I wanted to talk about some recent rumors that we have had talking about Persona 4 Golden jumping over to console, and not only that, but Persona 3 possibly also jumping over to console and whatnot as well, and also P3 also having a Steam port. Well, there's a couple different so-called rumors or leaks that have been going around. I don't even necessarily know if I would call them leaks. I think this is a lot of people just sort of being upset that Persona 4 Arena got announced but not Persona 4 Golden for consoles and whatnot. I covered this a couple of videos ago talking about how Persona 4 Arena has been announced thanks to the 25th anniversary Persona that was announced, and we're supposed to get a new announcement in February, but it looks like we have nothing to really fully go off of when it comes to Atlus specifically saying Persona 4 Golden is coming to, console and whatnot. But there is a little bit of a weird sort of glitch or sort of, I don't know, maybe they just didn't know what they were doing on Atlus's website, where if you actually go and scroll through, you can find that there is the Midnight Collection for Persona 4 Golden, and this is something you can find on Steam. The thing is, this Persona 4 Golden or Persona 4 Midnight Collection includes Persona 4 Golden and Persona the Arena game, so it has both of them bundled together within this one collection. But here is the thing that a lot of people have been noticing. When you go through and click on that, it sort of gives a glitched out screen that shows that also for Switch and also for PlayStation, which means if you're able to get a hold of that collection, then possibly you could have it on, the PS4 and also have it on Switch. So you could get Persona 4 Golden on PS4 and Switch then by that way if you end up getting to have that. But a lot of people have been noticing this is only a glitch that happens for them sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. I personally went on there and tried to look for it for myself, and I could not get this glitch to work, hence why I don't have any footage of it up. But if you go on Twitter and look around, a lot of people have actually experienced this glitch where they have seen that this bundle that includes Persona 4 Golden within it is something that they can find on the PS4 and on the Switch. Nobody, I don't think, has been able to confirm a purchase with it, and more than likely is a visual glitch, because obviously that thing is there for Steam because you can get both of those games on Steam, but you can't get it on the PS4 or the Switch, or at least from what we know of. So here's kind of what I think. So the Arena game is supposed to be coming out in March. I believe it's mid-March. I think it's like the 16th or something like that. Sorry if that's wrong, but it's still a little ways away. And from what we know, the Persona 25th anniversary is supposed to have another announcement in February. So if we go by what that means, there is a good chance that we might possibly have Persona 4 Golden announced alongside that same bundle, but Persona 4 Golden announced to be able to come out on PS4 and Switch, which seems sort of weird. I guess I was saying that it seems likely, or it looked likely, but I don't really know for sure if that's 100% true, because from what we understand, why would they announce that Arena game over Persona 4 Golden first? Well, here's what could be happening. They could be thinking that maybe the, sort of hype for Persona 4 was sort of gone with that Steam release, so they wanted to talk about Arena first and then decided to get the hype around Arena going, and then decide in February to talk about Persona 4 Golden. Therefore, boom, you get the Midnight Collection now, the bundle of both of the games on the PlayStation 4 and also on Switch. Of course, it's already there on Steam, which I believe you can go ahead and pre-order now on Steam, and also you get a discount of Arena on Steam as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad that's there for Steam users at least. I understand where console people are coming at from with this thing on the PS4 and on Switch. I think a lot of the rumors behind this is simply just people wanting Persona 4 Golden on console. And I have in the thumbnail Persona 3 as well, because I've seen this all over the place too, but the Persona 3 remaster or ports have even less merit. Believe me, I want that over Persona 4 Golden, I'd say, because at least I've played Persona 4 Golden on my PC, and I fully understand those of you who play console who do not have Persona 4 Golden or have never played Persona 4 Golden because you only have those certain consoles. Maybe you don't have a PC that can run it or whatever. I totally understand that, but for me personally, I want P3. I've never played that game. I did one stream of it on my PS3, and the PS3 just didn't run too well, and the Elgato kind of just it just didn't look right and didn't feel good playing it that way. It just felt a little bit clunky, but believe me, I want a P3 port, but from what we understand, and I've done a lot of research and looking around for this, I don't believe there's any merit or any possible things out there that hint towards P3 being ported or even brought over. I would love for that to happen. I think P3, 4, and 5 to some regards will be on all consoles, at least by some point. There's people talking about how the fact that P5 will never ever jump to anywhere else, and for the most part there isn't a ton of merit, I don't think, either on that as well. I still think it's a possible thing to see P5 jump to other consoles or possibly jump to PC and whatnot, because they're willing to do that with old past games. They're not really locked into any huge contracts, I don't believe. So they have the possibility to do that. Persona is more than likely their thing to do that stuff with. When it comes to Shin Megami Tensei, they always lock it down to a handheld or whatever. And only SMT3 was the one that really got sort of shafted, or didn't get shafted, I guess I should say, and was allowed to be, you know, put on multiple different consoles and whatnot, which is why we have it on the PS4. But when it comes to Persona, Persona seems like the one that's likely to do this. So here's what we got. We got a visual glitch that sort of hints towards Persona 4 Golden possibly being on the PS4, Switch, and also on Steam. Of course, we already know it's on Steam because of that, you know, bundle, and of course, Persona 4 Golden is just available on Steam by itself. So we might potentially have something there. I think it's just a visual bug because of the Steam's version having the collection there, and then it glitches out when you click the PlayStation or Switch. I think that's kind of what's going on there. I don't think we have anything going on with P3 or why that might be brought over, and the people who are trying to cancel the fact that there is anything there for the P5 getting brought over, I don't see it. I don't see why they would. I don't see them being locked behind that to any exclusivity things. I think they're able to do kind of what they want with this. Strikers is brought around everywhere. It's just a matter of fact of whether or not Atlus sees that they should try and bring these old games over to other places. The fact that they're working on Arena, though, is a good thing. To all the people that are mad at Persona 4 Golden not being brought over to consoles, I fully understand, but the fact that Arena is getting this love and is getting brought into other places and other consoles just goes to show that they are willing to pay attention and are willing to bring over older games. I think a lot of people kind of thought that P4 was a fluke and that SMT3 was sort of its own thing, you know, because it was able to be brought around to other consoles before, but it just goes to show they're willing to take really old games, ones that were even Xbox exclusives kinda, or more for Xbox. The Arena was really marketed more towards Xbox, didn't sell well, then they had Ultimax come out and it blew up more on the Sony stuff, but that just goes to show they're willing to take these older games and bring them to other consoles and whatnot. It just kind of goes to show that they are willing to do this stuff with these older games. So the potential now for Persona 4 Golden to be brought over is more likely than ever. Same thing with P3 and P5. The fact that they're willing to touch these old games and bring them over, I think really just shows us that Atlus is paying a little bit of attention to this stuff and is willing to bring these old games over. I think by the end of all of this, I do think we will have P3, P4, and P5 brought over to at least PC. Whether or not it's on Switch, whether or not it's on Xbox, I'm not 100% sure. But just the fact that they have P4 Golden on Steam, I think it's very easily, you know, them just able to just toss P3 on there as well, and then I think P5 will be brought to everything. It's a matter of whether or not P3 and P4 is something they also decide to bring to consoles, because I think P5 has more of a likelihood jumping to things like the Switch or Xbox or whatever, but when it comes to the older games, the fact that they've already brought P4 over to Steam, I think P3 can also be brought there too. I think the older games have more of a possibility of being on Steam, while some of the newer ones I think are going to be sort of just brought to everything. So P5 I think might jump to everything, P3, P4 I think will jump to Steam or something like that probably before anything else. That's sort of my outlook on it, my opinion. I would love for all of it to be ported to everything, but this is pure speculation just from what we kind of know of. Take all this with a grain of salt, as always. I wasn't even going to cover this, but I figured it might be worth something to say here. I think I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate here because I'm not super huge on necessarily wanting Persona 4 Golden because I already experienced it. I have a good enough PC to sort of play that game, but like I said, I understand where the console people are coming from, so don't hate me too much, please. I totally understand and I want you to play P4. It's an amazing game. It really is. It's an amazing game. But I think that's going to be it for now, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. I will keep you up to date on everything regarding the Persona 25th anniversary or Shin Megami Tensei V or other Shin Megami Tensei stuff. Its anniversary is coming up not too soon from now too, so make sure to click the bell and stay subscribed so you can be notified when I go live again or whenever I have a brand new video come out. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.